What's going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to be talking about some of the best singles that you could be buying in Ascended Heroes, and some of the prices here absolutely shocked me, so we need to jump in. Before we get into it, really quick, make sure you are subscribed. We are trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. If you guys are ever purchasing any cards on eBay and want to support the channel at no additional cost to you, all you have to do is literally click that link and we will receive a kickback after you purchase from anybody. It could be from us. It could be from any random seller. Thank you so much. Finally, in this video, we are talking about singles, but if you are interested in factory sealed cases at under market pricing, cheaper than TCG, cheaper than eBay, very convenient, access to large amounts of inventory, we have two different tiers. We have a starter tier, which lets you buy up to 5 cases. We have the elite tier, which is no restrictions, no limits, best possible prices. So be sure to check those out if you are investing in Pokemon, if you're a business looking for more inventory. Very, very helpful links. As we get closer to the 30th anniversary, we are going to have way more people signing up. Unfortunately, right now there is a wait list, so just because you apply and are ready to pay does not mean that you will be accepted, but the sooner you do it, the higher chance you do have of being accepted. So really quick, I wanted to start by talking about full arts in Ascended Heroes, and there just seems to, at least to me, be a huge discrepancy in between the prices, and a lot of the prices in Ascended Heroes just don't make sense. I used to sell a ton of singles, and it seems that we have not found, I guess, a equilibrium point, so to speak, for a lot of these cards. And allow me to explain it. So if we're looking at this chart, obviously they just came out. They were in the $70 range. They crashed. The Dragonite here crashed to 40. Now we're back up to 60. It's just way too much swings, and it seems like the market doesn't know where to value these products. Now let's take a look at the SIR version. $800. $800. Now, no doubt, this one's significantly cooler. You have the Dratini, you have the Dragonair. Obviously, everybody wants the Mega Barney, right? But if you look at the prices on this one, I mean, this one started out at 500, and now it's up to 800, and this one just continues to climb. Now, if you are a brand new person into the hobby, and you look at these two cards, let's just say 60 bucks on this full art one, $800 on this one. Now, is this card that much rarer, that much better to be trading at such a higher multiple? Like, this is, don't get me wrong, this is an incredible artwork, and it almost feels like the full arts are just way undervalued. Now, again, they are way easier to hit. The Mega Attack rares, these are significantly easier to hit than the SIR, but they are not easy to pull. I've opened a bunch of Ascended Hero packs. You know, hitting a Mega Dragonite, like, that is considered a good pull. So for this to be like under 100 right now just feels cheap and it feels off. It's interesting to see SIR Pokemon continuing to surge, yet the next best thing is crashing in price, you know? Opening out at the gate at 80, 90, down to 40. That's a 50% cut. Now it obviously rebounded a little bit, but I was just shocked to see how big of a gap we had in price. And again, a lot of collectors are going to be priced out of buying the SIR versions. So again, if you're not in a position to drop $800 on an SIR, you should probably be stocking up on the full arts, because the buyer pool for full arts is going to be significantly larger than for SIR. Now, I get it. This is the hype thing. This is the card that everybody wants, but not everybody's in a position to be able to afford it. So I do foresee that there will be, I guess it's a safer buy right now to be putting money into full arts. And there's a few other types of cards, specifically illustration rares and Ascended Heroes, that also don't make much sense. To further prove this point, I didn't just want to look at the Dragonite. I wanted to look at the next most popular card, arguably the most popular card in the set, the Mega Gengar. This one right here. Again, the condition varies. The prices vary a lot. For the sake of it, I'm just going to look at and assume it's 1,200. Let's just say 1,200. I don't know. Maybe near mint goes for more. But $1,200, so it's clearly over $1,000 card. This one we've had opened out the gate at 1,000. Now it's pushing to 1,100. You see here that we have some at 1,500. Again, over $1,000 card, 4-figure card. But now if we go back to the full art one, Mega Attack Rare, I mean, this is just as cool for a fraction of the price. Now, again, I know what you're thinking. This one is way more cool, and it is. But is it worth paying an extra $1,000? Now, I guess for an investment grade, sure, the Mega Gengar SIR, this is the best possible hit that you could get. But realistically, on a percentage scale, I don't think that this card could continue climbing in the short term as much as the Mega Attack Rare can. Because let's assume that this card holds at $1,200, $1,500 bucks. It's going to be way harder for this card to gain 10 or 20% than this one. Because the Mega Attack Rare, the full art one, this one is already just so cheap. And again, let's look at the chart here. We opened out the gate over 100. We dropped more than 50% in the month of March. You guys have to understand that this just makes no sense. I'm not here to say that the SIR is undervalued. I think it is very, very, very fairly valued. It is a very difficult card to hit. And the artwork, it merits this $1,000 price tag. But for the full arts to be dropping 50%, I'm not surprised to see quick rebound. And we're right back to 100. But just looking at it right now, it feels that even the $100 price point is too cheap. Like this Mega Attack Rare full art, seeing how high the SIR is, I wouldn't be shocked if we see these ticking up to 150, 200. And you're going to see that across the board, where what doesn't make sense to me is the best full arts, the best Pokemon cards dropping 50%. You know, for this to be dropping 50%, and even in the past month, it's rebounded, but something's telling me that there's just a lot of opportunity in the market right now, and you have to be looking where a lot of people are looking. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm going heavy on the full arts. The SIRs, everybody knows what they're worth. You can't really get discounts, but the full arts, people are like dumping them. You know, they're willing to undercut, sell to you at a 20, 30% discount. I'd be buying all that up. Because the full arts by no means are easy to pull. You could open 50 packs and you might only get like 1 or 2 full arts. So yeah, very bullish on the full arts. Again, not here to say that SIR cards are undervalued. I think the price tag for how hype Ascended Heroes is makes sense, but the full arts don't. Furthermore, we have illustration rares. Illustration rares is just another really, really good place to park your money. Some illustration rares, I believe, are fairly valued. Like this Psyduck, very popular. Some people are saying it's one of the top Psyduck artworks in the recent era. If we look at the chart on this one opened out the gate 70. It's over 100, and this one's increasing. So what you're finding is every rarity is going up. Illustration rares are going up for the popular Pokemon. SIR is going up, but the full arts aren't. So I think even just looking at the illustration rare, that further supports what I'm saying is true, that the Mega Attack rares, the full art cards, they're just undervalued in this market. But Psyduck is one that obviously is going to stay popular and continue climbing. These are the types of cards that if you want them, you should just buy them. And I'm not saying immediately buy 100 copies, buy 10 copies, but just like even having 1 or 2 in your collection, because you never know what the market's going to do. And as time goes on, a lot of these cards could fluctuate. There's just significantly more individual cards than there are sealed products, so it's easy to kind of get lost. You know, so buy the cards that you want, because I promise you that over time it is unlikely to drop. Now, for the full arts, they dropped 50%, as you saw. But for some of these more popular ones, you're just seeing that they are holding and they're very resilient. The absolute lowest sale price here was it's showing $58. Again, the prices do fluctuate. You also have to be careful looking at like something like TCGs, because sometimes you'll have like a Korean one. There's like the Korean version, so that's $30. You're not going to find an English one for 30, but just something to watch out for. But fairly rated popular illustration rares, they're doing very well. But what doesn't make sense to me are the less popular Pokemon. On a rarity scale, the chance of you hitting a Psyduck is the exact same as it is you hitting a Weavile. Yet some of these illustration rares are just a few dollars. And this is, again, another massive opportunity for my singles buyer. When I saw the price of this card, I'm thinking to myself, I need to buy every single copy out, because these prices just don't make any sense. Ascended Heroes is all over the place. And I believe what's causing this chaos is just the scattered release schedule. Instead of receiving all the products in January 31st, we received 1 product SKU on January 31st. Then we received like 2 more with the ETBs in February. Then we got a little bit more in March, a little bit more in April. It's a mess. Okay, it's very chaotic. This scattered release, it has created so much uncertainty in the singles market. But during times where there's uncertainty, what I want you guys to take away is that is where there are opportunities. And this is a good opportunity. I'm not saying specifically the Weavile, but just illustration rares that have dropped but have no reason of dropping. And again, even if you look at the 1 month chart, you have some at $7, then they went up to $8, then they went up $8.50, back down to $7. But if you look at the overall chart, the 3 month, from the first point, which was January 30th, the first potential chance you could have had to have the Weavile was a $15 illustration rare, and it dropped all the way down to $6, $7. 50% drop, but the difficulty of hitting the Weavile is just the same as the Psyduck, and the Psyduck's going up. So what that tells me is that this card, it can't really get much cheaper. This is going to be the lowest point that you're able to buy it, which probably means that you should buy it because the only way it could go is up. Another one right here is, again, other full arts, just regular ultra rares. $2 for a full art. I don't care that it's an Aldino and that nobody cares about this Pokemon. Nobody knows what this Pokemon is. It's an ultra rare full art. How is this $2? And look, I've opened Ascended Hero packs. This is actually one that is super easy to hit. Okay, so I'm not saying that this is a $30 card, but it sure as heck isn't a $2 card. I could easily see full art cards like this going for at least $10, so you could be 5xing your money. Now, is that going to happen overnight? Probably not. But these are the types of cards that are just very, very good. Streamers like full arts, fancy cards. They'll be able to sell these for significantly more. Even buying cards like this to give away if you're running a business as just like freebies. Like when you look at this card without really knowing anything about the market, you're thinking to yourself, hey, it's an ultra rare full art card. This has got to be at least like $5 to $10, right? And again, if you just look at the chart, it means 75% drop. This opened out at the gate at 10. I'm looking at this live first time this chart with you guys. $10, and now we are down to $2. And again, this is just another one of those cards where it just can't get any cheaper. So this is a safe place to park your money. And I know in a lot of the videos that I make, we're talking about very expensive sealed cases, $1,000, $2,000. Everybody who watches not everybody who watches my YouTube videos is in a position to be shelling out tens of thousands or thousands of dollars on Pokemon cards. So I'm trying to make a different type of video and just show you that there is opportunity in Pokemon everywhere, especially during chaotic scattered release schedules where the market doesn't know where to value this stuff. And I've been in this industry long enough to tell you that I don't care that the Aldino is an unpopular Pokemon. An ultra rare full art card in this current market should not be $2. Shouldn't even be $5. Mega Scrafty, another excellent example. Like this is a mega attack rare, which is the step up above the regular full art. The only difference for those who may not know is this is just a normal full art. The mega attack rare has the cool Japanese text, and then on the Japanese cards you have English text. But nonetheless, mega attack rare, $6 for a mega attack rare. Now look, Scrafty, sure, it's not as popular as Charizard, Gengar, Dragonite, but to be this cheap, to be dropping 70%, it can't get any lower. It can't get any lower. This card opened out the gate at $23, and we are down to $6. Maybe $7 with $6.63 with shipping included. So yeah, shipping's like $1.50. So yeah, this is literally a $5-6 card. It can't get any cheaper. And there's a lot more upside in a card like this than I believe buying SIR Pokemon cards. Right? Like if I have, let's just say $1,000, I would not just buy one copy of Mega Dragonite SIR. Like, I would not do that. I'd be buying a bunch of the Mega Attack rares that have been dropping 50%. Now, again, the very popular ones like Gengar, you already see that they have in the past month rebounded. This one's like up 40%, for example. But, buying the cheap ones, Scrafty, the full arts, the Weavile illustration rare. And I'm just picking out a few. I'm not saying specifically you have to buy these exact cards, but I'm just trying to teach you guys, I guess, how to think about valuing the cards, because I could tell from Ascended Heroes that the market does not know how to value some of these products, and there's just such big discrepancies. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting right now from Ascended Heroes is like people think that the only way to, I guess, get value out of the pack is by hitting the biggest cards. And they're not placing any value on like mid-tier hits. Again, some of the worst Mega Attack rares, illustration rares, full arts, and those are still great hits, Like regular EX cards that are super easy to hit that you get in every other pack, like sure, those should be like $2-3. But illustration rares, they shouldn't be this cheap. Mega Attack rares, even of the less popular Pokemon, again, they shouldn't be $5 per card. So on a percentage scale, I think you'll do extremely well buying these types of cards. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these kinds of videos. The last video I made specifically about promos did extremely well. You guys like these. I personally want to be making more videos about the singles card market because it's more fascinating. The sealed market seems to be definitely more like optimized. But the singles market, there's sometimes just ridiculously good opportunities in buying cards. And that's not to say that you just have to buy these from TCG. I'm sure the prices are also all over the place on a place like eBay. Personally, when I'm buying my cards, I buy most of my cards on eBay anyways. If I am buying singles, not really as much on TCG because sometimes you can't even see the condition. They'll say that they're selling you a near mint, but then it might come in and have a ding, etc. Personally, when I'm buying on the secondary market, I would be buying on eBay. Again, if you want to support the channel, make sure to hit this link. It literally takes 2 seconds. Whether you're watching on your phone, computer, just hit that link and purchase something. Help support the channel, gives us a kickback, no additional cost to you. If you found, value in this video or in any of the videos I'm making, it really does help out. And again, if you do want cases at under market pricing, be sure to check out those links. We've had a lot of people ask, how can I be getting deals in this market? And there's only two ways to get deals in this market. Either buy undervalued, underpriced stuff that clearly should not be where it is. Like, you know, cards that have dropped 50%, cards that have dropped 70, 80%. Like, these are the opportunities. Or just buy from a reputable, trusted source like myself. I am not, just to set the record straight, this video obviously is all about singles, but this is only for factory sealed cases and English TCG at the time. In the future, we might open it up to more, but right now it's just factory sealed cases. But yeah, that's all I got for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. You took away something. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, we'll catch you in the next one.